He may look very kind and friendly, which he is, I guess, but Ishinki Satoichi, or Satoichi Ishinki, really has a devious, aggressive side. Once he starts cooking for real, he is basically like a mad dragon, always attacking. And he is clearly the kind of chef that is not just limited to one type of a style. No, for he combines everything else into one. Very similar to how Soma does it. And yes, we basically spoiled the entire video right now, say that Satoichi did indeed win. That was very reassuring to know. Now it's just Megashima left, however it still seems very possible that Megashima will lose. Not liking that, I really wanted more of his history, because I don't think we're gonna get much background on him. First off, the chapter start with Satoichi watching the other guys, as such as Nikumi and Yuki, wondering what they're gonna add in their, in their original natural cheese making, while Ryuko and Mario is trying to develop some kind of sake. Elsewhere, those two guys, together with Ibusaki, is cutting the woods. So, well, yeah, it's clear that Satoichi learns cooking also a little bit from stealing from his other. So he created the Hitsumashi Polo Star Dorm flavor. Hitsumabushi is a dish that involves rice covered with sliced kayabaki eel. First one savours it has, then various garnish added. So it basically looks like a cheese risotto, but it's not. So, and Satoichi even says to Soma, I know risottos are your specialty, which is, well, Soma has been mostly about making the risotto. So Satoichi, as the students from the Polar Star wondered, why are the ingredients that we used? Satoichi as boldly says, well, I stole them with my own hands. As Ryuko shows a little funny Sundara side. Of course, Julio just wonders, everything you mixed in there should not be able to mix into an ingredient. Of course, the judges take the first bite and sees that the cheese melting from the heat of the rice is deliciously coating the eel too. And with just one bite, they immediately get thrown into, well, the eel wrapping around this is torturously delectable, so something like that. It's very, very delicious. But they also notice that another taste of it is garlic. As Satoichi explains, he borrowed Ibusaki's smoked way by smoking garlic chips, which they had done. And he also made the kaibayaki in a kansei style, meaning he says something like, unlike Kanto kaibaki, kansei style does not involve steaming. So he says that he borrowed the powers of Ibusaki together with Aoki and Sato, those two guys, even though they feel it's gross. He then serves an eel soup, which he salted with the eel liver and garlic chips with olive oil. He basically added the Ryuko and Mario's sake, then Boniface stocked after evaporating alcohol, and then blended with the cheese made by Yuki and Nikumi. So, oh yeah, by the way, he calls her Nikumi too. So he gives a tablet to Julio and says, taste it and realize your fault for insulting my classman. Because, well, Julio with his pride says that this is not Japanese cuisine. But once again, Satoichi shuts him up by saying, I have a knack for combining Washoku with classic sauces from French cuisines, for instance. He's basically saying, once again, Julio and many of the... Julio and... I already forgot her name. I guess my head doesn't work so much today. Those two defeated of the Shokugeki now. Oh, no, that was the name. Those two defeated so far have all hang on to tradition. The other guys do not limit themselves just to tradition. So Satoichi is the kind of guy that doesn't just make a Japanese dish, he makes his own dish. He creates dishes as if he's playing in the kitchen. And finally we see his nickname, as Erina remembers that a European who once judged Satoichi's cooking said the following evaluation. He's a Washoku, an aggressive, an extremely aggressive one. So everything he cooks is like an aggressive one. And yes, with his food and his cooking, he combined it together with his true comrades. The female judge noted that to combine everything so perfectly, even though a student, he's still so wonderful. With those dragons looking at Julio, finally the arrogant and disgusting asshole is defeated. So, and we do not even skip a chapter to know that. With thumbs up to his Polar Star dorm, they thumbs up themselves too. The cool big brother have won the round. That's 2 for the rebels. Can we get 3? It's gonna be too good to be true, but hey, I will be the only one not complaining if we get 3. So yeah, that's basically this. Satoichi really is a unique cook. Beginning to wonder though, is this a clue on why he was labeled as a black sheep in his house? He doesn't cook traditional dishes. He melds other food dishes with the style of his Japanese cooking. He is basically someone, I cook what I want to cook, not something that I'm ordered to cook. He serves to everyone else, maybe, but he is what they call a Washoku, an extremely aggressive. Is that what they call him? He's basically like what is that? A 6-8 headed dragon. You wonder what all those different dragon heads stands for. All in all, a solid win for Satoichi and a very good chapter to clean it up. As I said before, now it's just Megishima, and if he's gonna lose, let's just keep this quick up. Wanna move on now? But give me your thoughts if you have any.